You know, the end of the war on terror, the end of the war on terror would be much more fun. The end of the war on terror would be much more fun without all of the people who keep trying to insist that we're just getting started, and they try to start it up again. And they're here and they're everywhere. You know, I don't know if you picked up, like, everybody's like, Josh, why do you like that guy Trump? I said, well, I like Putin. I like Putin and I hate the war on terror. And judging by Afghanistan, the Afghanistan deal to end the war in Afghanistan that Trump made, so I hate the war on terror, right? Because it was just a bunch of psychos, just a bunch of psychos doing genocidal things here and there. There might be too much noise for my tuner, because I can't. I'm like tone deaf or something. You'll have to pardon me if I'm tone deaf. So anyways, I hate the war on terror and I love Vladimir Putin. So since Trump stopped the war in Afghanistan and played basketball with Mohammed al-Shara, I like the guy. I'm all for ending the war on terror because it was a bunch of psychos. A bunch of psychos doing war crimes and crimes against humanity. I've been traveling over mountains, even through the valleys too. I've been traveling night and day and running all the way, baby, trying to get to you. Ever since I read your letter, where you said you loved me true, I've been traveling night and day, running all the way. Don't I sound weird singing like this to you? I'm trying to warm up my throat. When I read your lovely letter, well, my heart began to sing. And let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about this. This Islamophobic movement in the United States to commit crimes against humanity. You can call it what you want. There were many miles between us, but they didn't mean a thing. I just had to reach you, baby. Instead of all you put me through. Been traveling night and day, trying to get away, baby, trying to get to you. I always forget the words because I'm always getting stalked. I was telling somebody earlier today, if a cop is going to surveil me, right, if a cop is going to surveil me, then that cop should be silent and not have a single thought in their brain. They should not be trying to communicate with me whatsoever. They should be silently surveilling me, not trying to influence the way I behave. And they shouldn't send their scumbag CIs to get their hands dirty, and then the scumbag CI thinks that they're off the hook, and so does the cop that sent the scumbag CI. Especially if they're finding these scumbag CIs from people who are going and committing crimes against humanity in other countries. And if you're just some scumbag who wants to or has designs to or thinks he should or ought to commit a crime against humanity here or anywhere else because of reasons, I wonder if it's the same kid. There was a kid at the coffee shop. I was like, "Yay, Israel!" I was like, his dad gave him a beer. Now he thinks there's a sport on TV. Yeah, and I was like, I wanted to tell the kid, son, war is not a sport on TV. You got to calm down. People who have victimized me hope that I will remember them fondly somehow. And I have to say, they are barking up the wrong tree. I've been traveling over mountains, even through the valleys too. I've been traveling night and day, running all the way, baby, trying to get to you. When I read your lovely letter, well, my heart began to sing. I gotta put the guitar down for a second, because this is a too many people think that the rules that apply to a good cop don't apply to a good audience. If you were a good audience, you would shut up. And that doesn't mean try to think so loud that you manipulate someone into doing what you want them to do. Gotta take a break. I want to say, before I take a break, this war crime against humanity rich environment is facilitated by the sheriff of Riverside County, Chad Bianco, because he thinks it's the right thing to do. And if at any point he stopped, he was not going to tell anyone that. Relatively cool today. It's only a little over 90 inside my camper. Inside my single shell fiberglass camper. I got a good tree. You know, wallahi, those solar panels, they're hot to park under. You should have a fan. Draw some of the cool air up and draw some of the hot air underneath them out. I don't know if it'll cool off the solar panels, but yeah, you just drop out a couple panels, put some fans in. I got to give this more Freddie Mercury. I went outside, I took a break, and I realized this needs much more Freddie Mercury than I was Freddie Mercury than I was giving it. I've been traveling over mountains, through the hills and valleys too. I've been traveling night and day, running all the way, baby, trying to get to you. Ever since I read your letter, where you said you love me true, I've been traveling night and day, running all the way, baby, trying to get to you. When I read your loving letter, well, my heart began to sing. There were many miles between us, but they didn't mean a thing. I just had to reach you, baby, in spite of all you put me through. I've been traveling night and day, and I'm running all the way, thing. I just had to reach you, baby. Oh, that's where I was. Sure got stalked by a lot of psychos. You know, people I was spying on, people I was, you know, putting out their way. Just putting out their way. Yeah, please go to mandelaslaw.com and send me some tzedakah, some zakat, a donation, some charity. Because I'm tired of living in a parking lot. It's dangerous. You know how dangerous it is to be homeless. If people have a political get out of jail free card with the sheriff, and you putting people out their way. Then I've been traveling over mountains, over hills and valleys too. I've been traveling night and day and running all the way, baby, trying to get to you. Ever since I read your letter, where you said you loved me true, well, I've been traveling night and day and running all the way, baby, trying to get to you. When I read your lovely letter, well, my heart began to sing. There were many miles between us, but they didn't mean a thing. I just had to reach you, baby. Spite of all you put me through, I've been traveling night and day, running all the way, oh baby, trying to get to you. Well, there's nothing that could hold me or could keep me away from you, from you. When your loving letter told me, well, that you really love me too, I just had to reach you, baby. If I had to do it over, that's exactly what I'd do. I've been traveling night and day, running all the way, baby, trying to get to you. Lord above, you know I love you. It was He who brought me through. I've been traveling that shines bright a light. Oh, baby, trying to get to you. I gotta give Brighty Light more Russian Spy. I gotta give the whole thing more Freddie Mercury. This is still a song in its primordial rearrangement. And I think I strained my throat. Trying to wake some old guy shuffles into the car on a drunk for months. Go smoke a joint, watch Donald Trump, the Russian Spy. Watching stomp out Freddie Mercury. And set my flame alight simultaneously. You know, we have the same birthday. Depending on where you are in the world, and at what time, Donald Trump and I have the same birthday. Oh man, it's getting warm. I have to move soon. Please go to mandelaslaw.com and find out that the empire around us is collapsing. And guys like that Freddie Mercury guy, he you'll never unsee that. It's part of a dyad in the yuck. RFK too. Get out of here. But seriously, they were insane about me. People were totally crazy about me. Go to mandelaslaw.com because I need reparations, and tzedakah and zakat and charity and alms and all that stuff, and someone to invest in me for once, instead of trying to forcibly divest everything from me. Like that guy Freddie Mercury. But you know what? Instead of going down for what he did to me, he can go down for graft. Like, that's the favor I'm going to do myself and him. It's like, you don't want it to just be about me anyway. Because his impact was on many more than just one victim, myself, right? And in general, no matter how he was victimizing people, it was part of a graft scheme. I've been traveling over mountains, over hills and valleys too. I've been traveling night and day and running all the way, baby, trying to get to you. The other victim, impacted by the same class of crime. Ever since I read your letter, where you said you love me true, I've been traveling night and day, running all the way, baby, trying to get to you. When I read your lovely letter, well, my heart began to sing. but they didn't mean a thing. I just had to reach you, baby. Spite of all you put me through, spite of all you put me through. Been traveling night and day, running all the way, baby, trying to get to you. There was nothing that could hold me or could keep me away from you. When your loving letters told me, oh, that you really love me too. I just had to reach you, baby. Sorry, I got flashbacky there. I mean, people don't see. You don't get to see the CIA having to be here because they have to protect the only guy that some people will talk to on the telephone at all. Some people won't talk to anyone on the telephone in the whole United States or anyone from America except for me. So you know what I mean? I'm important. Like, I don't know. You can, if someone needs a corn dog or something or a cinnamon roll, I guess they can call Chad Bianco. Grady Mercury himself. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Finally, I said something that God likes. Alhamdulillah. Oh, it's gone now. You'll just have to believe me. You'll just have to believe me that God blew a cool breeze down the back of my neck when I finally named the infamous, the dreaded Grady Mercury. And what was it? There was nothing that could hold me or could keep me away from you. I've been traveling night and day, running all the way, baby, trying to get to you. If I had to do it over, that's exactly what I do. Been traveling night and day, been running all the way, baby, trying to get to you. Lord above, you know I love you. Oh, it was he who brought me through. When my way was dark at night, I will shine a bright light. Oh, baby, trying to get to you. I gotta give it, you know what? Maybe giving it more Freddie Mercury, the Western European. Grady Mercury, the Western European. You undergoing some racial oppression? Because what Elvis did say is that if you're undergoing racial oppression at the hands of the Western Europeans, you might want to consider speaking to the Russians about it. But what did Elvis know? He was just like the secret prince of Saudi Arabia or something like that. Please go to mandelaslaw.com and donate to me money of zakat, charity, alms and such, and your lunch money and your car pay. I don't know. Read all about it.